Baby with Danny Love?
Yeah.
All right, Danny. All right, my next question for you is,
let's get it.
What's up next?
Wow, man. Yeah, like we were saying before the break, man, I worked a little bit behind the scenes past 2 years with the TV show. Since the TV show, I've been doing a lot of artist development. I haven't been interested in really signing any artists. Again, with my past experience, you know, striking out, and like I tell anybody out there, any artist and everybody that has a record label, some people ask me all the time, like, yo, why you ain't on yet, or you know, and I don't really know what the definition of on is, because I don't know how much on I could be, but they ask those kind of questions because perception is reality, and I would tell, my answer would be like, bro, it takes perfect chemistry between a CEO and an artist of any label to get a platinum record, because it takes a lot of listening and a lot of trust. The artist has to listen, and the CEO has to trust, and then the reverse way. I have to trust the artist has to trust the CEO. And somewhere along the line, it takes so long to record that album that the trust and the you know, gets tangled, and sometimes, so it happens. Usually 90% of the time, it's the artist's camp. It's a brother or an uncle that thought that they can do Danny Loves or do a CEO's job, or felt like they were sharing too much of their cut, you know what I mean? And they want to be the boss with no credentials or no resume. So a lot of that stuff. So I got into not being interested in signing any acts for about 2 years. Just watching a lot of dudes that were nice be stagnant and be stuck.
So you do have artists?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I'll get to that in a sec. Yeah, but for me, for the past 2 years, I was developing just really God in their career. A lot of you know, artists would come to me and be like, you know, I'm looking for a mixtape host or the DJ, or they want to get radio or something like that. So I started off just really brokering the deals and really just doing artist development. Not really many people were doing it, and then if they did, it would be a lot of New York artists are not really good with money or have a lot of budget, so they can only do certain things, like 2 or 3 things out of what they really need to be doing altogether. With Danny Love and anybody that hits me up, we have to do everything. I'm not even, I know, you know, I'm not with the baby steps, I'm not with none of that. I know too much, and I know exactly what it takes. This is not a hard thing to do. This is a discipline thing, and a lot of artists spend 10 years trying to figure out that it just takes discipline. So with that being said and done, you know, I've had a great run with the artist development, some great clients. I put out some great events. In November, I shot a release party for an upcoming Queens artist. I brought out K Slay and had the straight stunting in there. I have DJ Drewski, 97 in the building, crazy. We're doing another release, a release party for 2 upcoming artists, Young E and SIHHRADIO. So shout out to those 2, man, and I'll be bringing them to you next week, man, so you can chop it up with them and all. But yeah, most definitely. So otherwise than that, man, and yeah, and I have the big pre-New Year's Eve holiday concert where I'm featuring about 6 to maybe 10, you know, local queens or, you know, LI acts to come out and tear it down to start everybody, you know, pre-New Year's Eve countdown. And I thought it would be great for indie artists. I didn't charge anything to enter. I just wanted to do like a fan appreciation, like, yo. So I booked a lot of cats that I'm a big fan of, and a lot of people don't say that, like, yo, I'm a fan of your music, man. I like what you're doing, and so just like an artist will run up to me and be like, yo, you're grind, and I'm like, if I like your music, then you're gonna get the same love. You know, so at the end of the day, yeah, so shout out to all of them, man. I got a crazy lineup that, you know, December 29th, make sure y'all come out, man. Stars Banquet Hall, right on, you know, right in Merrick, man, 231st in Merrick. It's gonna be a zoo. I'm shutting down Queens. It's the second time, I think, yeah, it's my second time I'm bringing out big stars, man, to Queens,
I think OHGENIABABE gonna have to shut down.
Oh, yeah, we might get media coverage with you in there, man.
Okay, man.
Post you up and get everybody in there conversating. That's dope, man.
So, Mr. Love, tell me, what's going on with the female rappers in New York?
Female rap in New York, there's no female rapper that has a manager that they're not making love to. I thought I was going to get you that out.
Okay, now.
Let me retract. Let me say that again. There's no female rapper in New York that's not in a relationship with their manager or their artist. That's the reason why, one, I feel like there's no New York female rapper. That's the first thing. 2, the female rappers, the artists, they're around, they might be already committed. Women are very loyal, especially, you know, black women, in my opinion, or just all women. Just women are very loyal. And if they get with a crew, they'll stick with that crew. They'll run with it, even though it can be very wrong for them and very bad. So I find myself like 70% of female rappers are already around crews or managements that they're already got them already good and you know, in good control. So with that being said and done, nobody of position of power is going to want to work with a female rapper because it takes so much money for anybody to work with a female rapper.
Sound like too much love is being spread.
I mean, not enough work ethic to me. It's just, you know, it's some great, I know personally some great female rappers that I would love to work with, you know what I mean, and I would love to get involved with, but at the end of the day, it's a lot going on around them that you just can't, whether it's a boyfriend, it could be anything, it could be an ex, you know, and mind you, let's say you have a perfect star, and I know many CEOs out there can relate, you have a perfect star and she'll get a boyfriend. And then that homie will start, you know, having problems with you, and the next thing you know, you can't work with your star because he's wondering what you're doing in the studio those hours and all those hours. So to be a female in the industry is very hard anyway, because you're around men all day long and all the time, so relationships brew and things like that. So it's very hard, and the women that are not, you know, I was talking to that earlier, the women that are smart don't go far. You know, they don't advance. Very few are selected, and that's that.
They're all taken.
Yeah, I mean, very few are selected to get in. That's why there's not many female rappers. The best ones, the ones that they were Smart Missy, you know, shout to the Brat. These were people that couldn't be bought anymore, you know, and I'm mad at those two. When I personally book the Brat and Missy, I'm gonna personally say, man, why? You know, I want them to do more female rap, but I know why they can't, you know, so shout to them, man. Salute to them.
So what do you look for in an artist?
Everything I had as an artist and better, you know. In my opinion, I'm the only artist that I've ever met or signed that knew what it took, and mind you, I don't want to be an artist, you know, it's not, okay. I could do it and I could sell and I have a market, everything looks, you know, I've sold, a lot of artists haven't sold records yet, I've done tours, I've been in Europe, I've tested these markets, but it meant nothing to me because my passion was Puff's job. So at the end of the day, yeah, man, it takes a lot, man. I look for a lot of everything I had. I wouldn't miss a flight. I wouldn't, you know, I'm very on point. I'm very, you know, very detail oriented. I understand the business. I understand what my job is as an artist. So I think that I look for business, an artist that understand that this is not show fun, this is not show time, this is not show me, this is show business. And if they understand that the business is bigger than the show, that helps. So I love business, you know, business ambition artists, talent, creativity, man. You have to be really good at what you do. And I meet a lot of good writers. Okay. I don't meet a lot of good artists. Big difference. Hit me up if you want to know those differences. But just you know, briefly, big difference between an artist and a writer. And that's really what I look for. You gotta know those 3-4 lanes for me. Business, you know, everything else. We'll get budget. We can attract money. Okay. Yeah, I can get that for, you know. We can do all those things. We can fundraise. We can do anything it takes to.
Do you hear that?
To get you where you need to be at. But there's no excuse. And a lot of people watching this, man. A lot of those when I meet an artist, they have all those people around them, and I'll be wanting to get rid of those dudes. No different than Def Jam would want to get rid of everybody around me. Okay. You know, they want to get rid of my cameraman and my dude that's nice with the beats and stuff because they want their people in it. It's the same thing with me. When I meet an artist, and that's why I do clients. Clients are so much better for me because when I advise them, I'm like, listen, bro, that's your man, that's dope. You know, one of the biggest ones I always say, I book for a music video, somebody for me to direct a music video, and the artist will say, can my man's in them be in it? And I'll be like, oh man, can your man's in? My first thing I say is, sure, are they your promoters? Are these dudes selling CDs? Are they the ones that pull your shorties for you? Like, what's their role? Okay. Because too many videos I've seen, homies with the Hennessy, and they there, and then the night of the show, I'm like, where's the homie we was in the video with? I mean, where's the dude with the whip that pulled up that, you know, and so I don't like that absentee stuff. So at the end of the day, I like my artists to check their crews and really validate their cousins, look into things. I'm telling you, any artist listening to me right now, I got beef with cousins as we speak because they don't, you know, I don't know what it is, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, they must got something better going on, but I don't force support, I don't force none. They see me, I see them. It's what we do, you know?
All right, we're going to take a quick break.
Yeah.
Quiet Storms, tell them what's up.
Yes, y'all. Welcome back to More Than Music. Like I promised, man, like we said, we told y'all all episode, man, we got the one. You know, the fat boy fresh himself, Fred the Godson. What's going on, man?
What's up, G?
Good, welcome to More Than Music. DJ Super excited. What up, man?
Yes, sir, man. Yo, Fred the Godson is a big look.
Big look for us, man.
I'm telling you, man. You don't even know.
Word, man. Word, man. So, let the people know, man, who you are, what it is, man.
It's your boy Fred the Godson, aka Goldo Frederico.
Yes, sir.
Fat Boy Fresh, the mixtape out rocking.
Yes.
Got the single out called Everything, featuring Vado, French Montana. So
nice, man.
No, team working, we working.
Working, I see you, man. But first, I gotta let everybody know, man, we're very humbled to have you here and very thankful too, man. So thanks a lot.
Good luck.
What made me really seek you, man, was what the love that we saw you was giving us as independent artists and stuff, man. I wanted to talk a little bit about that. So first thing I did something for the people that's first time getting tuned into Fred the Godson. Let them know when it all started for you, when it all started to click. Cause I heard it at high school, the freestyles were you was really known for.
Yeah, but it was just play around, you know, like joking in the hallway, just rhyme. You know, you snapping on people.
Yeah.
Head thing.
That's what's up.
You know, then I stepped into studio, a real studio, like in 2002. And then you say like around 2005, I started getting serious.
That's what's up.
And then like right after that, it's history.
Took off from there.
Not really took off.
Took off yet? Not yet.
No.
So when do you think came your biggest break that made you into the industry?
My biggest thing to me was when you
knew you was it.
When I was on the cover of Double XL. Wow. Yeah, the freshman class. Me,
yes, I remember that.
Lamar.
Remember that episode. Yeah, remember that. That's what's up. So like a lot of people, I don't know if they hear, because we've been, this is our 7th episode. We're new, and the whole concept of the show, we've been educating independent artists on features and how to do the proper collabos, the importance of paperwork and all. You mentioned earlier that you started in 2005, and that's a long time. I wanted to know what kept you in it this long, and what that's the main thing. What kept you in it for so long? There's a lot of artists that's frustrated to give up.
It was like, I had a good team with me. We all from the streets, so we was all fortunate to make money in the streets and do things to buy, like things that we need. I always had a studio and
that's what's up.
Always had a place to record and always had like nice things, whatever. So it's not like I was starving, you know what I'm saying? So I was looking better than a lot of artists that was on.
I like that.
It's just grinding and working, So it's hard for me to quit anything. Like if I start, it's hard for me to quit than to keep going,
I'm the same way. I waited last minute. I can't quit either. That's
and then the people stop me in the street. It's like, you're my favorite rapper. Your bars is crazy. How you? So that goes a long way, especially when nothing's moving.
That's what's up.
Nothing's moving sometime, and
you just get coming up.
That gives you that push. So that's what made me keep going.
It's important to hear you say that, because I think a lot of artists glorify the glamour and the glitz, but they don't see that part, that it takes the struggle or the longevity or the consistency, that it takes. Definitely, and it's something that's important. I gotta ask, man. From that first person that came up to you and approached you. No, better yet, but before I ask that, how much? And this is a question I always ask. And independent artists are very afraid to spend money, and I find it that without the accomplishments, they feel like they owed something. I wanted to know about that mythbuster, or if you can address that. That is something that I run into all the time as an independent. Is I should be paid, or like, who's gonna be there, things like that. I just wanna know, walk us through what Fred the Godson was like when he was 15, 16, all your everything you must have been through, if there was doubt, or I remember doing some shows where the hosts were having, they would rock one city, but I'm not from that city, so I'm kinda like, what up, New York, or something. So I just wanted to, if you can just address some of that.
Well, first off, these artists, they got it twisted. Like I know artists that like that myself, where they want to charge, but they haven't done nothing. Damn. Like these things you gotta get the accolades together. You cannot do nothing. I don't care if you was even when people was coming up to me saying I'm their favorite rapper, I couldn't charge nobody because I ain't do anything yet.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I was getting like in the beginning where I remember when I remember when it was getting close though. When that one kid called my phone, was like, yo, I want to do a song. I'm like, I got you. Say, yo, but you know you can do it for me for $500. I'm like, what? You gonna pay me $500 for this?
Wow, that's what.
And I was like, okay, this shit's rocking,
man. Oh man.
And then you know, but there's artists now that they want to get paid and they haven't done nothing, but they're probably good.
Right.
And like, salute to them, but it's still accolades, man. Like people gotta know you because they're paying because you're good, and it's gonna give me exposure because you have a certain exposure, but you ain't got no exposure. Why am I paying you?
Right, now you got opportunists. Now they're trying to out there.
It's crazy.
I understand.
Trying to ride off your hype.
Yeah, because they don't want to put in the work. You gotta put in the work.
Artists, you heard that, man. There's no way around. There's no shortcuts around it, man.